The family of the man killed by a hit-and-run driver exactly 1 week ago in East Central Fresno may be closer to seeing justice tonight. On Monday, the family of 38-year-old Bryant Fields held a vigil and prayed for his killer to come forward.
That prayer was answered when police arrested a suspect, 33-year-old Miguel Ortiz Montilla, for a hit-and-run earlier this week. Action News reporter Anna Torrea joins us now from the live desk after speaking with Fields' family tonight. Anna?
Warren Margot, Action News first spoke with Brian Fields' older brother at Monday's vigil, and when we checked back in with him tonight, he says knowing he won't get to grow old with his brother hurts, but now the family's focus has shifted to keeping his memory alive. At his barbershop in Clovis, Prince Fields cuts hair for his customers, but not a day goes by where he doesn't think about his brother, Bryant Fields.
Can't believe that it happened every day that goes by, so it's just hard to not think about him.
Last Thursday, the 38-year-old was struck and killed on Chestnut near Clinton Avenue in East Central Fresno. A memorial is now at the site of the crash. Earlier this week, Fresno police arrested 23-year-old Miguel Ortiz Montilla. Police say Montilla ran over Fields, U-turned, drove past the accident, and took off.
How can you hit a human being and come back and witness what you did and then leave, and on top of that, not even turn yourself in?
Police say Montilla is charged with hit and run involving death. He was released on bond Tuesday night.
He has to have his day in court or try to, defend himself.
In 2019, Assemblymember Jim Patterson introduced Gavin's Law, named after Clovis Unified Vice Principal Gavin Gladding, who was killed in a hit-and-run crash 6 years ago. In Gavin's case, the driver was believed to have been drinking, but didn't turn himself in until days later. He served just 13 months of his 3-year sentence. Gavin's Law would have increased the maximum prison sentence from 4 to 6 years for drivers who run from the scene of a deadly crash. Assemblymember Patterson spoke to a committee about the bill back in 2020.
There is a perverse incentive that if you hit, leave, and stay away, you're going to spend less time than if you stayed and you were human being at the scene.
But the deadline to reintroduce Gavin's Law into the state assembly has already passed in this legislative session.
I can't get my brother back. My mom can't get her son back. His 3 sons that he have, they won't get the opportunity to talk to him again.
Prince's focus now is to keep his brother's memory alive.
They've been asking me a lot of questions, how he was and his personality and the things we used to do.
Especially for his nephews. Now, I also reached out to Rita Gladding, the mother of Gavin Gladding, who died in that hit-and-run crash in 2018. She told me that it's still unconscionable that this is still happening and doesn't understand how anyone can walk away from an accident without stopping to see what they had done to another person. From the live desk, Anna Torrea, ABC 30 Action News.